As brothers given to each other by the Lord and endowed with different gifts, let us accept one another with a grateful heart. Capuchin Constitution, our commitment to life in brotherhood, Article 1, Paragraph 89. Our Seraphic Father, St. Francis, knew that accepting our brothers in community with a grateful heart is an important part of living out the gospel of Jesus Christ. However, sometimes it is not easy to accept our brothers, especially in our house of formation here at Capuchin College or in any other houses when you have a lot of people living together from different cultural backgrounds and a lot of diversities. In 1998, a huge hurricane named George struck the Dominican Republic. So it caused a lot of devastation in the poor island. I was in high school by that time, and it took me 2 days to get to my village. When I arrived there, I did not recognize Las Pajas, so I thought that it was moved away from the map. The only 2 buildings still standing were the church and the school, where I found my parents and the people from the village crowded together, but still alive. Despite these difficulties, Hurricane George brought the people of the village together in many ways. So the whole village was reconstructed within less than 2 months. A lot of reconciliation happened among the people since they were living separate in different homes. Now being in the school and the church had to eat, cook together, pray together there. People were able to make peace among themselves. I experienced something like this during the recent snowstorm here with the great initiative of our guardian that said, let's Mother Nature do its thing. Let's enjoy one another by cooking, making pizza, praying with Cardinal Shan, watching a movie, and spending time, a very strong quality time with the brothers. And this thing otherwise probably would not happen. Of course, we cannot always count on hurricane and snowstorm boots to find a way to share with one another and to strengthen our fraternity. In my spiritual reading, I discovered some suggestions by Father Luz Marie Perrin, the founder of the Institut Voluntas in Canada, and he made very strong statement, 5 suggestions that can help us to reach out to one another, to love one another, to become more a community rather than a society. And the first suggestion that he made is a strong awareness of the presence of God. And how can this help us to strengthen our bonds? He said that it's by being aware of the presence of God in each of you, to listen to our heart, to listen to the need of our brother, to see God's presence in nature, like Francis, our Seraphic Father, called Sister Moon, Mother Earth. The second suggestion that he made also is restraining our criticism. By restraining our criticism, it helps us to rechannel our instincts for revenge, or selfishness, or pettiness, and controlling this criticism fortify our relationship with one another, and it educate our patience, help us to be more calm and to see put ourselves in the shoes of the brother. The third suggestion is minimizing our complaints. And he said, this is a measure of the spiritual maturity of a person. It expresses the basic quality of a person who is working on self-control and who has developed a sense of healthy resignation to God's will. However, it requires that each of us makes a constant effort, which we call asceticism. The fourth suggestion is making ourselves available to serve. By making ourselves available to serve, we are accepting our neighbors, we are standing by them, we are telling our neighbors, I make available to you myself, my time, my talents, and in many ways we here in this house put together in different ways our different gifts. Some of you as a musician. Father Parent make a very good analogy, and he said imagine ourselves as open to God's suggestions like a guitar or a violin in the hands of a musician. The fifth and last suggestion that he makes, peacemaking, which is already our stronger Franciscan virtue. St. Francis himself was visiting the Sultan to be a builder of peace among those brothers and sisters who don't share our own belief. And he said, maintaining peace among ourselves is the most tangible manifestation of accepting one another. If we recognize and act on this potential for brotherly harmony, we will eliminate in advance a number of things which have the power to upset our relationships. Dear brothers, none of these are as dramatic as a hurricane or a snowstorm, or finding ourselves in other situations. But perhaps they are a little less life-threatening. And there are methods which, with God's grace, we can work on in a more ordinary circumstances. Let us ask the Lord for the strength to live out and to make part of our daily life these 5 suggestions that Father Luis Marie Perrin made to us.